my definition of faith typically is believing something when there's absent of any good reason to believe it. Am I just failing to define that properly?
Well, I would say this, that when it is possible to know, or where evidence applies, we should absolutely use evidence. But even in ordinary life, in virtually many, if not most of our decisions, we can apply evidence to a point. And beyond that, there is an element of faith. I mean, think of something as simple as, choosing the woman that you're going to marry. You're obviously going to plug in all the evidence you have about your life together, your dating experience, what her character is like, what the possibilities as best as you can envision them are going to be over the next, let's say, 30 years or more. But you have no way to know, in part because she's not going to be the same person 15 or 20 years from now than she is today. There's no way on a rational basis to settle the matter. There's going to be a leap of faith. And everybody knows this. And we take that leap of faith in all kinds of contexts. Somehow when it comes to religion, we somehow think it's different. And when we don't have proof, we should somehow not come to a conclusion. I think that the mathematician and philosopher Pascal was right. Most of life is lived in some sense in the void. Most of life involves applying scraps of reason and taking leaps of faith. And this is particularly true when you're talking about life lived forward as opposed to life simply viewed in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, I mean, when looking at relationship, I feel like we build like kind of a scientific model in a sense when we decide who we're going to hook up with or get together with or marry, and how much faith plays into that, I don't know. Like, I guess, I'm just speaking from my own experience. I'll do these calculations and see how it feels, and I don't ever know if before I marry someone, say, that things are going to work out. I'm basically just going through the process of being in a relationship, so I'm not sure that I'm applying any faith at all, because I wouldn't make the claim that we're going to be together forever or something like that.
Well, but you used a very telling phrase. You said, I see how it feels. And I think what you're saying, in effect, is that when let's say you made a chart and you put in her intelligence and you put in what you know about her character, you made a sort of equation or calculus about this. At the end of the day, you're going to ask a different set of questions. Things like, can I imagine life without this person? Or do I have a certain intuition that we connect at a certain level? Now, remember that those things are tapping into deep veins of intuition and feeling, which fall a little outside the bounds of pure rationality, at least rationality is applied in any systematic way. And that's all I'm trying to say. I think the same things apply in religious belief, that ultimately people, there's no religious person, for example, who doesn't have a deep intuitive sense that there is a God, who doesn't actually feel that they experience God in their ordinary life. So it is this experience attached to rationality that produces religious conviction. That's all. It's no different than any other sphere of life.